Oh, wow. I feel like I'm in an infomercial right now. Like, you know, get one of these and you can have a set of steak knives on the side. Who's in? Excellent, excellent. Oh, we're going to have lots of hands on, don't worry. So, this is obviously preempting my first question. Who has ever heard about Samsung's VR? Really? Who knows Oculus Rift? Who knows Google Cardboard? Oh, Google is our friend, because, you know, our phones do run on Android. So, I'm here to talk to you today about virtual reality, and obviously you guys know quite a bit about it already. We've partnered with Oculus, so if you know the Oculus Rift, we've got the same technology in a headset that actually just runs straight off a phone. It's a phone accessory now. So VR in the past, you needed really expensive equipment to run everything. This is just one of either our Note 4 phones or else the S6 or S6 Edge phones that we have. And you've got a full set of kits just ready to run and run VR straight out of the Oculus store. That includes games, live video streaming, pictures, etc. Who here has ever tried a VR headset on before? Just show of hands. Wow, you guys are into your VR. Okay. Most of the time I have to even explain what it is to most people. So we will have the experience going on after I talk here and bore you a little bit first. If for those of you who haven't tried it before, you have to, and you'll be amazed how it all works. So just quickly, this is what it looks like. How we got here was through partnership with Oculus. And you know, VR has been around for a long time. There's been some real issues with VR in the past. A couple would be probably latency. You know, does the image actually keep up with how you move? And also, how well do you have gyroscopic sensors that are actually tracking your head movements accurately? If you don't have those two things, you probably get a little bit nauseous as you use it. And that's what we've solved with our devices, right? With our handsets, the processing power in there, the screen resolution, and also in the headset itself. Hamish is nicely modeling it there over there. If you could put it on again, Hamish, actually, for everyone to see what you look like. So actually around the headset itself, unlike, say, something like Google Cardboard, which is just a piece of cardboard on the end of the phone, and you're moving around, that's actually filled with a bunch of sensors, so it's really accurately tracking your head movement. And those who've worked a lot with Oculus Rift tell me that in terms of both response and image quality, it's the best thing out there right now, market ready. So that's not my joke. I'm just going to flick through that. Yeah, sure. Yeah. I got there. I'm an old guy. Give me a break. Kids today. So, you know, we talk a lot in education, by the way. You guys are in school. Last week I was in Warrnambool and I talked to a lot of teachers and students in southwestern Victoria about this stuff. And they're already thinking about how they can use this technology and how you can use it both in the classroom, but also for gaming, because I know who I'm talking to here. There's a lot of potential for building a lot of really cool content for gaming. A brief history. Books to whiteboards. This is what your life is right now, isn't it? This is how you learn right now. So we're talking a lot to teachers right now how you can learn with virtual reality, have an experience. Last week I was taking people on a helicopter flight across Iceland and experiencing what it's like firsthand there, live streaming videos. All of this content is up and ready right now, but there's a whole world of development waiting. And because everything's an Oculus, if you guys are into coding and development and so on, there's a lot of potential to build things. There's a massive amount with VR. Again, this is just showing you a brief history. There you go. So virtual reality. So the problem right now with virtual reality, a lot of it, is that you need a lot of infrastructure and stuff. So the idea why we've done this on a mobile device is to make it a lot more flexible and accessible. So, you know, you don't have the cost issues. You also don't need to have this kind of get up to have any sort of actual VR experience. Geez, he did a lot of slides. This is my colleague. That's the Oculus Rift. That's what it looks like in the initial stages. And the VR, more and more, we're working a lot. I work with all the universities around the state, so there's a lot of development work going on at all the universities. And also I've talked to several TAFEs about this as well, thinking about what can go on with VR. And it's just a really good story as far as understanding VR and where it's going for any game development or content development in general. This is a really cool one down at Deakin University where they've got a motion simulator. It'll throw you around at 6 Gs. And you can wear a virtual reality headset on it. It'll flip you upside down all around. So if you want to train military helicopter pilots, they get on there. And it's really cool. So you're getting into sort of using games and actually having that full experience with it. And when you have the VR headset on, you feel like you're fully there. Yeah, it was cool. He was smiling, Chi-Chi-Chi, as my colleague Ian. And no, everyone at Samsung doesn't wear a vest, just Ian and I. But he loved it, and it was amazing. He got thrown around, and he came off. It felt like the real thing. So you talk about where this kind of stuff can go in the next 10 years, the kind of stuff you guys are going to see, it's going to be phenomenal. So VR, you get that content anywhere. In terms of the experience inside, you have a really broad field of view. The way I describe it to most people is, you know, if you've got an image like this, you've got a single camera, you know, a single HD camera, two-dimensional surface, you've got that. When you're talking about VR content, imagine yourself in the middle of a sphere of 16 HD cameras all running at once. And that content is all around you at all times. And wherever you're moving your head in a video scenario is actually taking you to that part of the picture. So it's a huge amount of content. And I'll show you in a minute the camera we've developed for this stuff and how it all works. So it is essentially a pair of binoculars inside there. Like I said, it's filled with sensors, but it is just the phone screen, and it actually adapts to go into it. We've already partnered up with Qantas, so if you're lucky enough to fly first class, it'll come down, don't worry, for more people, but they're actually already doing movies, content, and games already on a headset while you're in the flight. It's a pretty different way to fly. And if you put on a pair of headphones, you wouldn't know anyone else is around. There's also stuff going on with sports broadcasting. So you've got, I know that the focus here today is a lot on games, but there's a lot of different ways that the content can be consumed. With sports, can you imagine being in the middle of the pitch during a match? Or actually feeling like you're wearing it and you've got it all around you the entire match and you're looking around you. There's a lot of really cool stuff you can do here. And then that's the camera. So this one camera we got called Project Beyond. So like I said, 16 HD cameras all running at once. It's putting down about a gigapixel a second, I think, in terms of content. But then you're in the middle of an entire scene. Now, before I go too far, I wanted to show you guys a cool video. Let's see if I can get it to run properly. Oops. Jamie from Mythbusters, but I'm going to go to this one. See if we can get this working. If I get sound, that's the part I'm not sure about. Nothing. I am.
Eddie Lacy, John Fabian Cancellara, Sasha Blanc, Match, Captain America, Lionel Messi. Cool. Eddie, put down the menu. Wow. Please attach the Samsung Galaxy S6 into the Gear VR now.
Whoa.
Hello. Welcome to the Virtual Avengers Tower. Using virtual reality, you will take on the powers of Earth's mightiest heroes. Your mission? Become an Avenger. Nice biceps, Hulk.
Ooh.
How do you like your new superpowers?
Increíble.
Let's see what you can do.
Oh, smash!
You're making a mess.
Oh, sorry.
This is amazing. Wow. The shield. Oh boy. Wow. Oops.
I'm Hawkeye.
Whoa, I guess I am worthy.
Avengers, we have some unexpected guests.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Robots? Seriously?
Whoa!
I missed. Oh, never mind.
Why do you keep hitting yourself? Robot, crunch time.
Try these.
Whoa! Ho, ho. Yeah! Oh!
Congratulations, Avengers. You've learned today what it means to be a team. Your training is complete. We're just getting started. All over the world, the biggest Avengers fans are being called to ranks. We need to be ready. Match Black Widow. Avengers fans, assemble.
Someone needs a Hulk?
I take it. You like it? That's where the gaming can go right now. There's a lot of potential where this stuff's going to go, and yeah, you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this in terms of being able to, because all of this stuff is on Oculus, so open platform. Oh no! Oh no! Whoa! Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Yeah, in terms of Oculus and this kind of VR technology, really cool, easy to get your hands on, easy to use, and you're going to see more and more of it. But today, you're lucky. We've got 2 headsets with us today, with my esteemed colleagues, Adrian in the back there, who's talking with someone. Adrian, just wave. There's one of your VR contacts. Over there, Hamish. So these 2 gents will be in the back. They'll have a VR headset. You get 1 minute, because there's so many of you. We're not going to be able to put through everyone. But if you haven't tried it before, I highly recommend you try it. Get an experience with it. Get thinking about it, because we've got game content on there, but there's a lot more to build. There is live video streaming. There's static images where you can be in the middle of a whole bunch of different settings. And as you can see where this is going, that kind of interactive, immersive experience, it's the next level in gaming. And this is really going to empower it. So make sure you have a try with it. And thank you very much for having me here today.